Professor Siphamandla Zondi is a professor of politics at the University of Department of Politics and International Relations at the University of Johannesburg. He joins us now. He's much wiser than me when it comes to predictions, which is probably why he knows better than to make any. Professor Zondi, good afternoon to you. There's something that seems to be happening, if you look at what's happened this week, is just how difficult it is to make predictions. There's a dynamic in our politics we haven't really seen before. Quite a difficult dynamic, I would say.
It is. It is indeed, Steve. Stephen, good afternoon. It is very unpredictable. It's every factor in the environment is shifting almost at all times. We've made some predictions in the past 2 days that did not turn out, and we might make predictions now about this particular one that may not actually turn out to be true. But what is always very interesting is that all sides are always confident about the outcomes that they are looking for, and almost confident to the point of signaling to you that they have the scenario in the bag. And if you're not careful, you might follow those, because all sides are confident, and as a result, when the outcomes come, all sides, the sides that lose, tend to lose and get disappointed quite seriously. But one of the shifting things we've seen is in magnanimity as well. Those sides that lose have tended to be magnanimous, which is quite interesting.
That's actually very important. I mean, Mzwandile Messina went to go and congratulate the new mayor of eThekwini, Tanya Campbell. I mean, he must have been shocked. Perhaps she was more shocked, though, because she, I think, had no idea when she woke up on Tuesday morning that she would become the mayor.
It also happened in Johannesburg, Stephen. Where we did not see happen is in Tshwane, where the ANC did not field their candidate even anyway. But we've seen this, and we did not foresee Mzwandile Messina's loss. We definitely did not foresee it, because in my calculation was the EFF has a problem with the ANC, but it kind of likes, it's quite close to Messina. So I thought they might forgive him. But what they did do is that after all the elections that had happened, Malema tweeted very publicly and said to Messina it was not about him, but he was just a collateral damage. It was about the ANC. EFF seemed to be responding to how the ANC treated them during negotiations when they put forward certain demands. The EFF wanted to be recognized as a game changer, wanted to be recognized as an influential partner. It seems the ANC did not quite recognize that because of the size of their vote. Now they are demonstrating to the ANC their ability to swing and change dynamics all over the province.
Why do you think the EFF is doing this? I mean, I get keeping the ANC out, but supporting the DA, I mean, is such a complex thing to do. Herman Mashaba seems to be claiming credit. He says it was his idea. Isn't there a substantial cost to the EFF for doing this as well? I mean, isn't there a risk that their voters might feel, well, alienated?
But we've come to know the EFF as a party that wants to swing power above its weight. It's a party that wants to change dynamic and influence dynamics even above its weight, which is why it's able to go back on its way. That's why he can campaign very strongly against Zuma, and once Zuma is out, and can go have coffee with him, because their game is to checkmate the ANC. It's not necessary to make permanent friends. And it is Malema's famous statement that he said after the troubles that he had, that there are no permanent friends in politics, but there are permanent interests. Their permanent interest is to exercise power without even governing. And they have been able to do that. They were able to do it in Johannesburg, to be frank. They were able to work very closely with the DA government in Johannesburg and get certain things done, including the insourcing of workers and all of those kinds of things. And that pattern is continuing, in my view, to this point. They are not actually voting with the DA. They are voting against the ANC. And they are sending signals to the ANC that if you do not do deals, you will not have government, which is indeed what it is in coalition politics. You must do deals to have government. but they are also signaling to the DA that irrespective of what you think of us or how you want to relate with us, we are going to force you into an arrangement with us, which is the only way in which you can go into government.
Professor Siphamandla Zondi, Professor of Politics, thanks very much indeed at the University of Johannesburg. Really appreciate the time. A lot more to talk about this week. Please keep your phone on, even if we just WhatsApp you for advice. Professor Zondi, thanks very much indeed.